CC7 here. Thanks for joining me as we jump back into Farm Sim 25. And we're back here in Bhutan. Now, whatever that hired worker did to this rice harvester last episode, well, he did it good. Because even when I logged in, like logged out and did some other things, rendered the other video, yada yada yada, filed the report with Giants about what had happened so that they could perhaps add it to their first patch that comes out to make sure it gets dealt with. And then I logged back in to see if, no change. Tried all kinds of things, tried changing the keybind, tried, I even went back and hired the worker again but see, the problem is that the fields were kind of done, so I couldn't get him to do the thing in or out or anything else. Anyway, I messed with it for a bit, and then I thought, we're only an hour in, as it is. Hour and a half, actually, I think, at that point. So what I did was I started over. This is a brand new, because these things aren't cheap. It's not like I was just going to go, oh, well, we'll just buy another one. Yeah, because it's, 226 hours on this machine. They're going to give me $1.50 for it if I sell it, Unfortunately, a new one is more than $1.50. So, yeah, I just restarted. I haven't yet put the water in the greenhouses. Other than that, and just finishing this last bit of this particular final rice field, everything else should be pretty much the same. I have picked up our little Johnny Deere tractor, and with that, the front loader and accessory, bale spike. I have picked up the water tanker, but I have not yet gone and gotten it. I've also put the water/windmill down on the property so that we will have water when we get it. And that's kind of where we stand. I have harvested, surprise, surprise, all of the rice myself this time. Now, knowing the way Giants have been in the past, I don't expect we'll have to wait too terribly long for the first game patch to come out. I mean, the game's a day old. What can you do, right? If this was a AAA title, we would have been lucky if it had launched. Although I tell you, they're getting awful close, considering, like I said, when I logged in, it was the top half of the page on Steam yesterday on launch day. So that's pretty impressive, That's pretty impressive. Usually you kind of have to, search around for it to see if it's launched yet. But yeah, I guess they're realizing that, I haven't looked at any sales numbers or anything, but, yeah. So far, I like it. I don't run a high-end machine by any means, but I don't, the flickering and the little black screenedy things and all of that I've heard people going about, yeah, luckily. And I do say luckily because I know that can be a strictly, you have to have an AMD processor, an Intel, or an NVIDIA graphics card, or, for it to happen, or you've got to have a this and a that for it to, you know what I mean? You need to have a Samsung Evo drive with a blah 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 type of RAM, and then it happens. These things take time to sort out, and I'm sure they will sort it out. Like I said, luckily enough, the semi-Neolithic parts that I am using so far seem to be holding up, and the graphic settings are pretty dang high. It's not like I'm not upscaling at all. This is 100% of the resolution that it's being done in, so, I'm not sure what sort of frame rate I'm getting. I'm not running any kind of frame counter at the moment. I'll try that off screen. Well, actually, I suppose if I go into the AMD software, it does tell you there. There's one of the things, exactly what it does. Oh, I've set my pipe to Z. Zed? Just, I don't know. Thinking maybe it would get confused with the horn being 0. Which, I don't think this thing has a horn. If it does, it's just pathetic. Okay, there we are. That's all the rice. That is the rice. Alright, and... ta-da! Look at that. Hang around, I do other tricks. Yes, indeed. One thing I did do that's different, and it's the reason that we're down more money than we were the last time at this stage in the game. I have purchased that. Indeed. This, rather largish field here. This belongs to us. Now, it's got some weeds in it and stuff like that, but it's ready to harvest. So, yeah, we've got a whole bunch of granola. Well, it's canola, but they're going to make granola out of it. And, yeah, they gave us the harvester to start with, so I really don't see why not. Alright, so that's all the rice that is the rice, I assume. You know, this thing's called the Iseki Dragon? Isn't that cool? That's very cool, man. And Le Pippin. Alright. So, all 3 fields didn't quite fill up our little truck. I like the truck too, by the way. That's way cool. Now, the other thing I added that we didn't have one of before? The Kersher Power Wash. Yes, indeed. Alright, now this thing's not exactly a rocket ship. Let's hope it doesn't have too much trouble. Oh, it's on treads. I don't think this will matter. Nah. Walked up the hill like it wasn't even there. Yeah, it didn't even change speed. Awesome. So it's like a little seagull outboard, man. It may only do 4 miles an hour, but it'll do it straight uphill. Not that a lot of water is, straight uphill, but... well, that analogy went down the tubes pretty quick. So, chickens, off to... ladies and gentlemen, off to your left, you will see the chicken coop currently unoccupied. There you are. That's what it would be like if they offered tours from rice harvesters. Alright. Shut her on down. Yes, filthy little bugger. Okay, how do I make this work? Take Lance. Ooh. Well, there you go. All this time, I'll bet you didn't know it had that amazing a name. This is my Lance. They call me Sir Needs a Lot. Oh no, you've broken it. Alright, there we are. Look at that. It's like a brand new harvester with like 250 hours on it. Replace the Lance. Alright, now, yeah, this guy gets tucked into that little garage over there. So we'll do that, and then I think we're going to have to take a little room into town. Because we need our... It's still the first day, by the way. So that's that also. I didn't want to go piling off to bed to get up September 1st and find out that everything we owned was now just a pulpy mass laying on the watery dirt of our farm. Know what I mean? Jelly bean? Yeah, I could use a little paint. Alright, so... well, I imagine the big white's probably faster. So yeah, let's do that. We'll take that. We're gonna go get the water tank. So... oh, I did put the sheep pen back in, so we do have that ready. I have sown that field with grassiest goodness. So that's ready. I wanted to buy the field on the other side of our sheep pen, but no. That's like $245,000. because it includes, but unfortunately the rest of the land it includes is exactly like what you see there. It's an impossibly steep cliff. Like, it's not like you just be running your logging gear up and down there. So an impossibly steep cliff coupled with mostly bushes instead of actual trees. So if you were, it looks like a lot of trees, but those are bushes. Like when you look on the map and look for, you know, the price on it, yeah. So I've loaded a bunch of the mods that are ready. I mean, you call them mods, they were all done by Giants. I don't know what they're, I guess just to test the mod loading system or something. But there is a bunch available if you go into the equipment where you buy your equipment. Yeah, there's quite a bit of, well, you know, there's like a couple of tractors. I took one of them, the other one I wasn't that interested in. Yeah, I know, eh? Pretty scary. Species already remembers his way to the shop. Down a back road, no less. Yes. I like this map. It's not, not at all like either of the other two maps. You know, this is, of the three, I think this is the only one that actually has non-rectilinear fields. Like, I think every field on the American map and the European map are pretty much perfect rectangles. Oh, I haven't brought our plow home yet either. Well, this tells me this will not be my first trip to the, or my last trip to the shop here, that's for sure. Okay. We'll grab this first. There we go. Just because I'd like to get those greenhouses up and running. And since all they require for the stock Giants one is some stock water, we'll do that. Well, we can still afford it, because of course the water ain't free. Okay, I was experimenting with the changing time buttons. Looks like I'm now on 3x instead of 5x, but that's fine. Because quite frankly, having bought that extra field, and as it is ready to harvest, I'd kind of like to do that as well. So. Hope everybody's doing well. It's Thursday, some point in November. Getting very close to the center of the month. Yeah. Beyond that, sure. And yeah, typical November day here on the beautiful Sunshine Coast of British Columbia, Canada. And yeah, in other words, it's windy, it's raining, it's not particularly warm. It's November. Indeed. But luckily enough, I was extra early on my walk this morning. I was actually out the door before 5 a.m. and managed to miss a rather large rainfall, followed by the short gap when I took my walk. Just worked out that way. And about 10 minutes after I got home, I could hear it just thundering off the roof once again. So yeah, timed that pretty good. Okay, there's a vehicle coming, but we got lots of time. Don't hang the trailer up on the post and we'll have lots of time. Alrighty, here we go. I don't remember where I put the windmill thing. Hang on. It should stick out. It's not small. Oh, I also haven't yet put down... oh, there it is. Hello. The pallet thing for the bzzz. So we will have to do that as well. No pallet, no honey, baby. In fact, while we're thinking of that, let's do it. Otherwise it could be who knows how long. No, actually I don't think it is under animals. I think it's under... Nope. Okay. Sell points. There we are. Nope. Animals. Biz. There it is. Okay. And we want that... zoom right down here somewhere. Perfect. Okay. The water we will go. Oh yeah, up the hill. Okay, good. I believe that's the spoutlet there. Oh, I also put in a fuel tank. Oh, apparently, backwards. Crap. That's not convenient. No. Is that what I want? Yeah, it is. No, it isn't. It's here. Sheds, silos, extensions, containers. Here we are. No, stop it. I'll go away, man. Thank you. No, see, I only get half the freaking money back. Alright, so I need it to be... Well, I don't have a choice, so I can't use it that way, I don't think. Well, actually, before I... whoops. Keep hitting that escape key till I'm happy. We'll see. I think that would make more sense if I pulled the tractor up to it first and checked to find out if I'm wrong about that. Alright, we're full of water. So... in you get. Okay. Took 2/3 of it, eh? Alright, now let's check a couple things. Okay. There we go. So that's fine. That works facing that way. It doesn't care. It does not care. So let's go and give this guy the water. There we go. Hook her up, dump her out. Oh, okay. Left us 500 liters. Very nice. Now, excuse me, I do apologize. I think this would probably be a reasonable place to leave our water. Okay. Alright, sorry about that. Okay, we are now... well, I guess what I really need to do next... We can worry about plowing and stuff later. What I need to do is... yeah, that's the worst place, dude. Absolutely the worst place you could leave out. There you go. 20 feet to the side, you'd have been just fine. So I understand there is some form of collectible in the game. As far as I know, I have not run across it yet, but we'll see what it is if we do find one. I'm not, from what my good friend Sooty said, Sooty Farmer, link in the description down below if you want to watch some really awesome farm sim footage. But from what he tells me, they're parts of a machine. Well, it didn't tell me in particular, it told everyone on his channel, link in the description below. And, yeah. But I do encourage you all to go over there and support him, you know. Make sure you hit that sub button. Don't leave without hitting the like button, that sort of thing. The usual. It's well worth it. If you enjoy farm sim content, you will enjoy his channel. There we are. There are also some links to some other good channels down there. IMHO, as they say. At least right. Alright, so that's our massive... I'm almost afraid to hire a worker in case he breaks this. I thought about that one up there too, but that's cotton. In this case, really weedy cotton too. So we're going to start here and do a little headland. Whee! Let's open her up. Let's run her up. And canola we will go. Okay. I was just going to say, I gotta check if the straw is. Yeah, it's canola, dude. Part of that, don't you understand? Nice. So not a bad little harvester to come with the farm. Very cool. We don't have a lot of use for canola. Because we can't exactly afford a factory if there was one for, you know, oil or something like that. I don't know if there is. I haven't really studied the factory end of it really good here, like looked at what's available and such. And yeah, I know you can GPS this, and I know that you can, although I don't think this particular harvester doesn't appear to have a GPS module. You could also get the worker AI to do it, and they do headlands and stuff now, so that's all built right in. I think that's just hanging over the edge. Looks like the edge of the field is actually straight. He says, and then it takes a big dip. Okay, never mind. No idea what I'm talking about. This is a pretty chunky field. It wasn't cheap, it was 100K, you know. But I do think it'll only take us a very short while to get our money back. My original plan actually was to buy it, harvest it, sell the harvested material, and then with the profit made from that, buy the one up by our sheep farm. Goat farm, actually, is, in case you're wondering. It's a sheep pen, but it's going to have goats in it. So that's kind of the plan. So we'll see how that goes. Because I think you still get full return on land. I think it's just vehiculars and such, vehicles and placeables that you build. but we'll see. I mean, if they offer me $60,000 for it, well, we've got ourselves a big field. We'll do that. What can I say? How's the inside view? Oh, look at that. I can actually see the edge of the freaking blades. Or, what do you call that? I know it's called the head, but I mean, they're not really blades, are they? They're more like pokey bits. Which is probably not the technical term. Tines. There we go. I can see the tines. Yeah, this is a pretty chunky little field. I mean, it's certainly worth the money. You know, we'll see how we do crop-wise. 2,500 liters so far, 32%. So this is got a reasonable capacity, the harvester. Not bad. The rice one was not exactly high-end in that regard, but that's okay. Nope. Oh, cool. Holy cannoli. Alright, well, we'll just keep our hands off of things we don't understand and call her a day. Oh, is that a radio? Nope. No stereo in this thing? Man, I had to put one in. It doesn't look like it. Oh. I couldn't figure out why it was coming to a stop. I wasn't actually pressing the gas. I haven't had to use it all the way down the hill. I just let it coast down the hill. Got to the bottom, started to slow down. Like, no. Yeah, it's okay. What I lack in smarts, I make up for in not looking good, so it's cool. Whoa, dude, a little bit of a freaking hurry or what? Dang, dude, slow down, live a little longer. Alright. So 8,000 liters is what this thing holds. Not bad, not bad. Well, I guess I need to unload our trailer truck. It's full of rice. And I don't imagine rice and canola mix well. Although we're going to be dumping them in. Well, no, we won't. We're going to be taking this and selling it. I don't think we'll be putting it into our silo. Although I suppose we should just sell the rice as well. We'll have a look at the market and see what it says. You know what? I think I want another headland here. And then we'll keep thumping into the neighbor's field. Yeah, excuse me, not using the gas at all. I'm just directing the which way the nose goes at this point. I'm ready to slap on the brakes if we need to. I swear that one weed right there, that looks like fireweed. If it is, it's kind of a shame that we're mooing it all up here, seeing as we have bees, because fireweed honey, ooh, delicious, absolutely, absolutely. There's a couple of local keepers who once a year or so sell fireweed honey. And yeah, you can really taste the difference. I think there's even one that does buckwheat honey, which is quite a different tasting honey, by the way. I still prefer the wild forest honey myself, and that's what I usually get. Well, we're not going to wait much longer before we're going to need our illegal truck. Beautiful day out here today. Hey? Yeah, I like that this map had some curvy, different shaped fields, and it's certainly not flat. I'm using 5 times as much fuel going in one direction as the other, I'm sure. Yeah, we're getting very close to full. So let's head back down. That's what I like, a hands-free harvester. No, literally, I have a glass of oat milk in one hand and nothing in the other. Okay. But, now we're kind of getting into a narrow part. That's a waste. There we go. Yeah, that's a pretty steep little hill, that thing. So, I've noticed something else that you don't see, which I suppose is kind of weird in itself to notice something you don't see. But, yeah, those weird LOD circles that you sort of used to see how much property was actually loaded. You don't see those anymore, you know? It's just kind of a smooth, edge-to-edge look to everything. Very nice. And again, I'm not running super high end, you know, this is a 6650 XT for video, and a 10700 for my processing pooter. Alright, we are just about done here. There we go. So, let's go there so the truck can actually get to us. Piper out. And the truck is... I don't know. Well, we'll take the easy way then. No. There you are. My ricey little friend. Let's have a... Oh, fine. Do that, then. Let's have a look. Here we go. Oh. There's two kinds of rice, isn't there? Yeah, there's long grain. Which, ooh, is actually doing not bad. I mean, it's a little bit of a dip. If we sell it tomorrow... Well, it says toward the middle of September, but it's only going up. So yeah, we're gonna throw this in the silo, and then a couple of days we'll sell it. It's almost at its peak right now. Of course, I guess. There is a whole thing about, a lot of North Americans don't pay any attention to, and that's actually how fresh a rice harvest is. I always look when I'm going to buy a bag of rice. Which isn't that often, not because I don't eat a lot of rice, but because I buy a, 20-kilo bag of rice when I buy rice. And that lasts me pretty much a year. So here we go. But yeah, I always make sure that it is indeed a year or less from harvest when I buy it. Because I know by the time I finish it, it's going to be darn near another year out. So. It's not bad. We get a fair chunk of the field done on that go. Oh, well, that's going to be a problem. Oh. There we go. Oh, jeez. I don't know if this truck will hold enough. No way, is it dead even? No, not quite. It's gonna leave 400 liters. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, 400 liters. No. That's fine. We'll just keep going. Oh man, again, I didn't look at what time I started. what's Canola worth these days? Okay, it's not exactly at its peak. It won't hit that until December. I mean, there's canola oil. So, Goldcrest Valley, so about $1,000 for canola. Whew. 2.5 after. What the heck? Huh? Oh. I guess unlike what it used to be when you hit escape to look at something, it doesn't stop anymore. So yeah, there we go. I think we should have been coming down kind of like this. There we go. Just coasted to a stop wherever. Alright. Enough of that momentum. Doing a fine job, species. Yeah, I must say, even though it's not really a sort of major deformation that you're doing on the ground, I do like the fact that you can actually see it. You know what I mean? It's not like the tire tracks where they fade after, X number of seconds. These are actually in this field, and I'm almost done the field, and I can see the very first ones we put down when we rolled into the field. So it's kind of cool. In the afternoon. I think we could have actually finished all of this still running at 5x. But that's alright. We get to enjoy an afternoon of sunshininess. We'll have to pick ourselves up a mower. The goats, I believe, are grass-fed. And ideally, we would want at some point to get a dairy. I would assume that goat's milk is the purpose for keeping the goats. I mean, their meat is good too, but I would imagine that they are more or less designed to be a dairy goat type of thing. And of course, if you get the dairy, then you can make the cheese. We'll definitely be able to fit what's left. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back up or something. I think. Yeah, we're gonna have a couple of missed bits. Okay. So now I guess we'll empty that truck as well. And then dump this into it. Alright, there we are. We're done. So, we'll take this guy most of the way back. Well, actually, I guess we can take it all the way back. Then we'll empty it out. We'll just take it to the upper parking lot here. That way we'll be able to give her a bit of a spray down before we stick it back in the yard. So, there we go. That'll leave room for the truck to get past. And chuck the pipe out. Alright. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I don't want to walk all the way back. What am I thinking? There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Now, the big question. Well, we'll get off the field first here. Can I resell this field? I will lose a little bit of grass. Let's have a look at the map, shall we? And let's have a look at Farmanzy land. Okay. This is what we currently have. Yeah, 275. 131. I think that's about what I paid for it. So, no. The one nice thing with this particular piece is we get all of this grass in between, as well as that up over there, I believe. Okay, right up to wherever the road is. Yeah, it's really too bad that field is cotton. So right up to here. So yeah, this field comes with that as a bonus. And I mean, it is a big field as well. Whatever we put in there. Now, we'll take this over to the silo. And we'll have a look at the other field. We may just keep this one. Kind of creeps me out having all these people on the farm property, but yeah, I know he's my grandpa. But so the other field, Like this is grass currently, right? I did this piece as well. Is this one here? So we're certainly not going to get much grass with it. Comes with a cliff, which, yeah, that ain't going to do as much good. Comes with quite a bit of this area, actually. Again, not of much use to anyone. Yeah. I think it comes with all of that down there. Yeah. Okay, yeah, it goes all the way down. To the road. And it includes all of this as well. So there's a lot of timber. It may not be on the nicest, most accessible ground, but there's a lot of money here, you know? There's a lot of money here, and there is still a good chunk of ground. Yeah, I think we're going to do it. I think we're going to sell that other one for 131. So we're still going to need 140. So that's going to take us down a bit. We're only going to have just over 100k left. But, again, I mean, we can sell our rice in a couple of days for a few bucks, and might be a bit of a struggle. Plus, we're going to get both straw and, I believe this isn't canola, is it? No, it looks more like one of the grains, so. Oats. Do we get straw from oat? I don't know. I think we do. I hope so. I hope so. Alright, let's grab our truck. I mean, we did get a fair whack of canola as well. Now, if we buy that, that means we can't forward the day just yet either. Because that's ready to harvest, so we're going to want to get on with that. Well, I guess that thing's got to be running to unload, doesn't it? Which, I mean, that makes sense. How else would it make the little worm screw go round and round? Oh, I thought I did. Oh, I didn't hold it down long enough. It was one of those ones. Vroom! Nope. Oh well. Yeah. Not your best work, species. Alright, well, while you're doing that, this, sell, yes. This, buy, yes. Okay. Leaves us just over 100 of the 1,000. So, you're doing good for fuel and maintenance, not bad anyway. Now, there we go. Love it. want to be falling off the end of this puppy, I tell you what. So we'll need to get ourselves a chainsaw and a little flat neck trailer or something similar and move a little bit of wood. We're going to need to get ourselves a cheap baler. I'm thinking a round baler will be fine. And probably a small windrower. But those are not expensive. Well, the baler might be, I have no doubt. Hopefully not. I figure we should be able to get one for around 40. Round balers are generally a little bit cheaper than the square. And that's fine. Well, I think, guys, that I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to finish this field, of course. But I think the episode is gone on long enough. If you enjoyed it, please do remember to hit that like button. It would be appreciated. Have yourselves a wonderful day, and take care of each other.